So welcome to my summer market update. Today I've read the RICS's latest report into the UK housing market, and one number jumped out at me. On average, it's taking 18 weeks now to agree a sale on a property, which is the longest for a significant period of time. So I thought it would be interesting to compare that to the results of our property launch method and of those sellers who haven't used our property launch method. Now, the first thing says that without property launch, so without our property launch method, we're broadly similar. We're actually at 19 weeks. Now, what we've done is we've then had a look at the property launch method, which accounts for 80% of our sales. And those sellers agree a sale within 9 weeks. That's less than half the national average. That's 11 weeks quicker than without property launch. And that's because of the totally different marketing techniques which we use. So the first point to make is that the length of time it will take you to sell is not a given. It depends on what your agent does, and that's key. So you've got to have an amazingly effective marketing strategy to stand out in today's market. Now, what some people say to me is, if I sell quickly, do I sell cheaply? And the answer is a resounding no. In fact, all of our evidence tells us that the longer you're on the market, the less money you get. And I want you to think about why that might be. So those customers who sold with us after 19 weeks, on average, achieved 94.2% of their original asking price. Those customers who sold within 9 weeks achieved 98.7% of their asking price. So that means that by selling in half the time, you also sell for over 4% more. So that's over £8,000 at a house worth 200,000. And that's huge, isn't it? That's way more than our fee. So the value that we create for our sellers is well in excess of the fee which we charge. And that's one of the things which I try to stress to people so much when they're considering which agent to choose, is getting it sold within a reasonable time frame and getting it sold with an agent who's got a great plan makes such a difference to how much money you walk away with, let alone the inconvenience and the stress of having to put up with 18 to 19 weeks of marketing. So if you are thinking about selling this summer, if you are trying to sell right now but without success, I would encourage you to come and have a conversation with us, and let's talk about what we can do to get you moving. We can talk to you about property launch and why it's totally different and how it's going to help you get your property sold within a reasonable time scale, and therefore mean that you can get on with your summer and get on with your life. It'd be great to talk to you again, and I look forward to catching up with you next time.